when you put 10k, the problem was one. When you put 10k, the problem was one. You were to enter 3 trades on a 10k, two trade. I think my homie yesterday entered 2 trade on a 10k account. Understand? So that was a flipping problem that I'm fighting. You understand? I'm fighting that issue that you need to interchange. Yesterday, I can never lie, man. Vol did the best, because we know off codes are there, so we had to interchange and enter the certain time. And my people entered, man. We made money. Imagine I entered, my people entered as well. That's what I appreciate. But I'm not actually condoning of codes. I just don't understand what's going on with it. Because I make money out of fundamentals more than technical. I always tell you this. I make a lot of cash. I make it out of fundamentals. I make sure that fundamentals, I make big bag. When I came through, fundamental helped me a lot. Without no lies. So one thing I'll just advise you guys to do is just to change. If the broker is not working for you, change. It doesn't matter if Ninja uses this or Vault Markets of codes yesterday. Yes, I don't know. Yesterday that late, because one of my homie entered at 27. That is, I'm telling you guys, you gotta know what time to enter and what is it that you need to reduce and what is it that you need to increase. Because they're in a competition in a way. Someone can do best and then the other one does good. That is why I say I'm not gonna talk for any broker. I'm not gonna talk for any broker. When we say the broker is the best, it's when we do certain things and then it becomes the best on those certain things. But when it starts reversing on those certain things, man, we ask ourselves what is it that's going on. You guys feel like in flames now. Of course, Kawada. I have a lot of them in my DM asking me how do I enter. A lot. I have them in my DM. So the problem is you still want to enter the same way. You need to reduce certain things and increase certain things and increase the account and reduce the lot size. But if the time is small, you can increase the lot size and reduce the account. Easy. I always say this. I said this before. It's easy. You can enter 30 minutes before. But all you gotta do, you wanna reduce something and increase something. Why is it that he's reading something sent to him? Yeah, can't you hear him listening to music here? Yeah, so guys, like this you guys haven't really understood this promoting things, right? I'm gonna give you an illustration about Cristiano Ronaldo now. Cristiano Ronaldo is one of the biggest influencer on Instagram, right? So he can't use anything without him gaining anything out of it, So basically, we don't promote things because we hate you. We promote things because we hate the brokers. Man, like, imagine me posting what I trade with and then you guys go jump in for free. I have to be there as your middleman, checking your shirt, seeing if you're all. Never had any of my student complaining about withdrawals or anything. Never ever. You can never complain about that. Me and the broker will fight until they give you what's yours, and I won't come there and say anything. I'll just leave you with your cash. Understand? Because you made it out of your work. So the problem about you guys, you don't want to change. All of you can come here and say, yo, stop promoting this, and then I come up with a new broker. You're not gonna join. You're still gonna go for that broker. You think I don't see? I do see you guys, man. Like, you are addicted. It's like drugs. You understand? You're still addicted to these certain brokers. You understand? I'm not gonna lie to you, right? I am as well addicted. It's like a drug. Actually, let me not say you guys. Let's say we are actually addicted in a way that when we can't change brokers, I don't know what is the problem, man. Like, this thing gives us problem. If we move from gold we jump into blue. If it's blue, we go to gold. Like, what the fuck is going on? You know, it's us which is confused. You know, the only power that any broker has is because of us. I'm not saying mentors are on a power. You guys are the one who makes these brokers. You understand? So if you guys decide to leave the brokers,
Hi guys, welcome back yet to another video. This is Mr. Forex and Beyond. I just want to tell you about the broker that I'm using, which is AAA Effect, and how easy to register and deposit. Firstly, as you can see here, you just go to the live account, and then from there you fill in your details. After filling in your details, the next part is to upload your documents, which takes only 2 seconds, and the verification of your document only takes less than a minute. After verifying all your documents, now the next stage, it is for you to choose the type of account that you want, stuff like leverage, the basic stuff like leverage that you want according to how you trade or your strategy. After that, boom, you have created your account. Now what is left, it is funding. How are you gonna fund your account? You go to the tab that's written funding on the left side of your screen, and then you choose the type of transaction that you wanna take. There's a lot of transaction method or deposit method. You've got Skrill, Bitcoin option, you've got the card option. Well, I personally chose the Bitcoin option, of which I just pressed on the fund next to the crypto option, and then I go to my crypto exchange platform, of which some of you may use Luno or use Coin Exchange or Binance. So it is quite easy. You just press the fund button, you copy the e-wallet address, and then you go to your crypto exchange platform, be Coinbase, be Luno, and then you paste that address on it. They're gonna send you the code to verify your transaction, and then you just need to wait for less than 15 minutes or 30 minutes for the transaction to be completed, especially with the Bitcoin if you choose the Bitcoin option. But it is quite easy, guys. So make sure that you hit the link button, you register your own account with AAA FX, and then from there you start trading immediately on the same day. So it is quite nice, guys. See you on the other side. Register your account with AAA FX right now and begin your trading journey.
sharing you guys free information for nothing. You're not winning. You're not understanding. Let a problem. And let a problem. Like you guys, like relevant knowledge day by day, free classes. Man, now I'm gonna say like almameli. I think like. Who do you think is teaching me to know that I need to change certain things in order to kill something? Problem lena le bona re tsa 100k this week, next week le nyako fitla le tsa 100k. Na e ka se kgonale. Wena tla tlo aim at 10k, it will be easy for you. I'm told. You're telling them I'm telling them too much. The reason now today, this is not a man, like there's not something that any mentor doesn't know. The reason today of code anything is because we killed CPI a lot of time, man. Until I don't know other mentors, but we've been killing it, man. Like from CPI, I can say my group made like $1 million from CPI last day, like with all of us. Until with all of us, if I were to calculate, we made like $1 million, you know, because every broker changes when we start posting, man. Sometimes this is what we learn now. We're no longer gonna be posting what we do, fundamentals. Maybe we're gonna show you guys the withdrawals, you know. We end up posting secrets by mistake, you know. We posted secrets, like a lot of secrets, man. Like I remember that time we made 400k, man. Like everyone milked the broker very hard. Until so they had to change certain things. So when you change certain things, unfortunately, Snug and King managed to jump into the other broker. Oh, they milk it very hard. You know, and when they milked it, they made like, all of them, they were like, I think their profit was like 300k in all, you understand? So, the funny shit is, we post. When we post, man, we just want to show you how we kill this thing, understand? And then we posting for this nonsense to see where we enter and how do we enter, and for them to focus on us and never do that. I don't understand why yesterday things were like that, man. Like 1,000 couldn't enter a trade. Understand? But on NFP it entered, but yesterday it didn't. Like I told you, I'm not gonna mention any brokers, but all we did to us that we regret is for us posting. Man, if you can come to our DM, there's almost 100 mentors. If I count from me 50, my niggas maybe 100 mentors trying to know how do we kill it. So when every mentors came, even the brokers were watching, bro, like was like, nah man, we're gonna die for this one. So they started this shitty thing called off code. I feel like an off code is just a system. There's nothing explaining off code. It's just a system that is there for you guys to enter certain trade. So when they see how you guys manipulate it, they get clever. Yeah, they get more clever, you understand? So one thing about the other broker, what it did is they did off code on bigger lot size. Remember, man, like guys, we are here to fuck up the game. So what we did is like we went too intelligent to see that 0.1 can enter. So we were to enter like maybe 30 0.1s. And 0.1s is nice, man, because when the market is buying, you keep on going with the market. Not like lot size, when it's going opposite, it blows. 0.1, you only go with it once it goes your direction. Understand? So that's when they made like a lot of cash. And then now 0.1 on 10k enter 3 trades. I was like, these people can see, man, like they're watching. Even it's 2 trades. They are watching. And don't be proud, man. Like, okay, yesterday my broker worked for me, right? And then the other broker didn't work. Don't be proud if the one didn't work. It's going to adjust what the other is doing. Man, this thing is the same thing. The system, this one will get the same system and use it. So we are actually fighting systems. But man, you need to make sure that like you have to, like, this is a must. You need to adjust. You can never sit at one place using the same thing. Brokers improve every day. The market improves. Man, I will tell you, sit down with me and then we enter a trade. It says, of course, I'll tell you that the broker is playing its part today. I'm not gonna blame the broker, but I'm going to learn on the off code part. I don't know if I can enter here, I'm gonna milk them. And then when I milk you, you come again, you improve, I improve. Guys, there's no way I'm not gonna kill them. Even if they can put it 30 minutes before, I'm already inside. The way I analyze it's hard. You can go and ask my student, will tell you they entered yesterday. I gave them the right time. They entered. I gave them a time whereby I knew 2 minutes, all of them will be inside. Understand? Currently now, everyone is waiting for withdrawals. I'm not gonna be joking and saying any funny thing. Guys, like yesterday we milked. Did it do the same thing to you? Guys, do you know that I do experience off code? Like, without no lie, man. My students knows very well I do experience that. There's nothing that you're gonna experience that I won't experience. You know why? Because when we make money, we're making money out of them. You understand? The problem comes when you, not my student, experiencing a certain things which I'm not gonna teach you because you're not my student. You need to come on the board so that I teach you. I'm not gonna teach you how to remove it or anything, just to avoid it. Understand? Yesterday we killed it with Ninja. Like, tell those people, man. Like, people made money in my group, man. Like, this is not something that I'm praising or anything or embracing, but that's what happened yesterday, man. The right time. We entered at the right time. I entered with them at the right time. We relaxed. We'll be like, what's going on, my G's? The next thing, man, when CPI came, sold. When it sold, man, everyone was seeing a lot of cash. Saw like 50k, couldn't close, man. Like, let me hold 200. It reversed. Closed like approximately 30k. Came back again, fought it again until it was 50k. You understand? So the problem is the time, man. My student could come into the group and say, man, in my DM and say, hey Joe, can you please send the signal before what? And I'll be like, yeah, you're right, man, because we need to avoid certain things. Yeah, I'll be like, oh yeah. And then I'm going to my student, idea, be like, okay, let me fix this and this and that. Now, today we entered. First CPI we entered. Second CPI, I believe we're gonna enter. Understand? So the other one says gamblers. You know, sometimes when someone says you're a gambler, he's not actually swearing at you. Understand? He's praising you. Understand? Because you need to understand that one can gamble and make 100,000 and one cannot gamble and make zero. Who's making money at the end of the day? It's the one who gambled. So what is it that you're praising? Like, sometimes you need to understand that people who make money have the right idea to change your life, but people who not making money, they don't have the right idea to change your life. You understand? So sometimes don't expose yourself to people that you are stupid. You need to just keep quiet and sit down and relax. If you feel like people are gamblers, you relax, man. How can you call a person gambler when he's making money, not losing money? Stupid fellas anyway. So at the end of the day, just sit down and relax. That's that's one advice I'll tell you. I can never come into someone's life and tell you blah blah blah, man. You're talking to a wrong person here. Now I adjust, bruh. If it's time for me to up my game, I up my game for Mula, bruh. But if you wanna sit there and be poor forever, go ahead, nada. I come from a bad background, so making money makes sense, you know. Even if it's gambling, you make money. Until that's all. So in life we have stupid people which you can never learn, you know. Even me, to other people, I'm stupid. If I say certain things and go off them, that is why I like keeping quiet. Because imagine when Andrew talking and then I'll be like, man, you're talking shit. What do I know, man? Because I don't even have $1 billion. When people with billions talk, sit down and relax. You don't know anything when I got 1 million. On top. So when people with millions talk, you relax and listen to them. Because unale 100,000. If unale zero, awenale 200 ranta, you just have to listen to that person because you got none. And then once you listen, remember they say listening is a skill, which everyone can always get because your ears are working. Even someone can get that, man. Can actually make his own understanding. You know, we can't say he listens, but he can understand. And when he understands, he makes sure that he get it correct. That is why you find that when someone who's dead is working a proper job, which is like, man, like someone who can hear doesn't even, is not even there until. So problem you feel like you're over the moon, and it will give you a problem. Until it will give you a problem. So that's one advice I'll advise you. It doesn't matter what is it that you do into the market. At least if you're making money, then you're making sense to the people. So I came across a lot of people saying, I'm a technical trader, saying fundamental, it's a gambling, right? And until I realized that fundamental, it's gambling if you don't know the direction. You're just guessing, man. Do you know, last year, I only lost 1 CPI. Last year. This year, I haven't lost NFP and CPI. You know, I'm just telling you, by this year, we are starting. The other one, if I kill it both, what are you going to say? Are you going to still say it's gambling? Man, if you have a strategy, it's not. It's only gambling if you're just saying, man, my gods will help me here. I don't say my gods, but I'll tell you that this thing will sell here because of this certain things and this certain thing. I have studied the market, man. Like, I don't have 9 years in the game, but the things that I have studied, like I've been looking at the market every day. Imagine now I have like the whole fucking 13 days looking at the market. And I'm telling you, I'm going to be looking at the market until the year ends. There's no day that I won't look at the market unless if there's something that's gonna happen to me. So people like saying, this thing, you don't work 24 hours. Here I work 24 hours, you know. Currently I'm looking at the market. I'm not gonna stop now. I have time that I start looking at the market. Understand? So the problem is people feel like every technical traders now is trading fundamental. Your biggest mentors, which they were the technical kings, man. I can say I learned a lot from them. They're in fundamental, but it's like they're newbies here. You know why? Because they said it's gambling. I never said it's gambling. I went and learned what is fundamental and how does fundamental goes and what is. I just realized that fundamental is just catalyst to technical, man. It finished technical's journey on a short period of time. If you can go to Nasdaq, Nasdaq couldn't retest on that certain zone if it was in fundamental. So, it needed fundamental in order for it to retest. Like this, you need to adjust. But the problem, like I told you guys, I feel like I can't count my cycle. My cycle is doing best and it's coming very hard. I'm telling you, it's doing best and it's coming very hard. Understand? But there is no new mentor that will unless if you have a mentor side by side, you're gonna make it. You understand? I mean, like side by side. But there is no new student that will make it like I did. I don't see no one, like I did. I'm talking about someone who has his own territory into the market but never actually benefit from other people. I don't benefit from other mentors. I have my own territory and my group. For us, everyone has its own knowledge and we learn from each other. Not everyone learning from other people. Understand? So all I'm saying is I don't see anyone that will come like I came. No one. Because I see how you guys think. I didn't think like that. You're gonna come in the game, but you're gonna be having me by your side. I want someone who will come here and challenge me, but he didn't come in the game without me. Because once you draw that trend line, I'll see it's me there. I don't need you to tell me that I taught you how to trade. Draw two things, trend line and the zone. I'll tell you, bruh, that's me there. Because there's no way, man, you can't know your recipe. You understand? So the problem about you guys is you don't want to listen. When if I tell you 2019 or 2020, I joined Dr. Martin's live, I was broke. And then he said certain 2 apps. Then I learned those apps and made a lot of cash from those apps. You just have to say one word that will change my life. When I come to every life, I always say a lot of things. You understand? I always say a lot of things. But you guys never cater to go and learn those things. Understand? If I come here and tell you this and this and this is working, you guys don't want to learn. About times, about things, you don't want to learn anything. Buyers were wrong. Buyers were wrong because they were buying according to, I don't know which strategy, but when you use pure price action, you need to know. Pure price action is like a song. You can never just start a song by the ending part. You need to start by the intro and go to the conclusion. So we were on the body, but the track says you need to close down and go and retest. But a person will come then say bye. Willy or sharper. Fundamentally, if you don't know what you're doing. And I said, at the end of the day, they were correct, but the entry point was wrong, and they blew their account. I'm not talking about the currency. The real Makoya. Makoya berry. Inside the car. Inside. A trader must.
Knees.
You tired? Plala pizza today. Not today, I think today I'm gonna trade, but I'm not gonna be like going very hard. Eh? Okay? 1.5. Oh, no. Ah, I wanna choose. Braga, since game it's Span. Yo, guys, do you guys know I only need 2 people? But I have like 100 emails that I have to pick who's the best from all of you. I'm King Ale. When people were going to school, others were learning the market. When others promote their qualification, others are promoting their work. So guys, one thing about me, for every mentors who bought yesterday, I don't blame them. You know why I don't blame them? Because next month they'll get the direction right. Maybe I might get the direction wrong. So I can never praise myself for getting the direction right. Nah. You guys, when a mentor does something, you come here screaming, oh, this mentor was wrong, this right. Nah, man, like, this is the market. There's no a king. I'm not even a king here. There's no a king here. This thing, yeah, sharper. Is that King Blue? Yeah, okay, and I thought, you see. Until this thing, yeah, better, like, in a way that there's no boss here. There's no boss here. So we can't invest ourselves by praising or talking about other people. We need to impress or embrace ourselves by talking about yourself. What is it that you did? How did you know that this is gonna be a buy or this is gonna be a sell? That's what you need to do. You understand? Because for me to be here today, certain people helped me to be here today, but they don't know. When they fail, I was learning that, okay, I'm going to do the same thing, but I'm not going to do what they did at the end. I have to be different. So today I'm different, and I'm afraid to do every move or step they suggest because of what they did before. But I didn't cut them off. You learn, you live, and then you learn to fix their mistakes. When you fix their mistake, you become bigger and better. Easy. Like, it wasn't... I was with a lot of people sitting with me, all of them saying, oh, this did this, oh, this bought this, oh, this went this, but like, and then what are you celebrating there? A black person's failure? Nah, man, you are offside, man. Even if tomorrow I fail, I no longer have everything that I have. There's no need for you to come here and scream and run and say, yeah, I knew Ninja will fall, blah, 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 blah. You lost, man. You're not motivated by anything. You're just motivated by nonsense. You need to come here and praise him for what he did as a black person. As this thing is very hard, you understand? You need to come here, praise him, tell him that, man, there's no one who driven golf 7.5 at your age. There are, but I'm talking about the surrounding. Until so what you did, nobody did. Until if you can come back on your feet, you can come back. But if you wanna relax, man, you can sit down and relax. You get that's an easy thing. But if you come here and say, yeah, man, you did this and this, did you drive Go 7.5? Nah. But you come here and say Ninja fallen. Who's the stupid there? Until you becoming the stupid, but you don't realize. So that's the biggest advice I'll give you, man. When someone fails, go and learn his mistakes. Learn them. Don't, there are those people in your life, they were meant to be your cover. It's those people who will do something. When they fail, hey, you know very well that, oh, this road is wrong. You take left. You go and try some other things. And then when you come up with those things, unfortunately, those people were there to try life for you. It's like when you enter trades, man, there's always that one person who will enter first. Until, so it's that thing of saying, hey, man, I just entered, I'm on a loss. Can you jump on a loss? Are you crazy? Bro, relax. Until once the market start respecting the jumping with you, there are those people like that, you understand? There are those people like that. So you can never come around and say I'm the best at this. He enters first. Bro, like, we don't have the same courage. Others made it before us, When today they've fallen, we need to embrace them, and they did a lot until they made it, like, for me, man, to know about the market, it wasn't easy. I didn't even have a phone, man. I could hear about people, oh, this had this, this is this, but because I know very well that I have to understand to never judge anyone by their mistakes. If you made it, you're driven a Ferrari, you're no longer driving a Ferrari. Now, I'm not Vidal. I'm not gonna come here and say, he's no longer driving it. Chief, I never driven Ferrari and I don't know how does Ferrari goes, or I don't know anything about it. If today you give me a Ferrari, man, I'll enjoy driving it the whole day. Man, I could see the window, but at the end of the day, when people come here and say he's no longer driving that, to me it's that feeling of feeling bad, man. I never seen that car before. But I like, man, you understand? You'll come back bigger and better. That's what I will tell you, man. I seen a lot of people making a lot of mistakes, man. Others getting into an accident, and then people be coming and saying, I knew Forex traders are always in an accident. Why should you say that? Why? You know what is an accident, man? We're not talking about the car, but the person. You don't even care if he's fine or what is going on about the person. You'll be making things straight. When tomorrow that person comes back bigger and better, you all gonna be saying, I knew you're gonna buy the new one. But you're the one which was talking nonsense about the person. Guys, we don't claim here. We're making cash. And like this game, man, it's not easy. You have people which are actually gonna tell you things which you don't know, man. Like, some are wishing me bad things. I never done anyone wrong or anything. To me, I won't babysit you. If you come to me, I teach you Forex, and then you say you're not winning, I'm not gonna babysit you. I'll tell you there's something wrong you're doing, and you need to study that there. Don't be prejudged by me. If I teach you something, you need to think on how I started. If I were to use the knowledge that I use today and go back to me before, I will make a lot of cash. Like, guys, now we love the market. And the market became our passion very late. If I were to know about the market when I was 14, today I was going to be the greatest trader in South Africa. Unfortunately, I'm not. There are those who are the greatest, and shout out to them. Remember the statistics talk. And what I realized about a lot of people is many people become the greatest in trading, not because they trade, because of how they think. They multitask. Some open businesses, some do this and that, you understand? So that's what I actually realized, that if they can give us the chart, they lock us in one room and see who will survive. I might get out alive. But this game is not all about the chart. Yes, the chart will build you, but it's all about what you think about at the end. It's what you think about at the end. So one thing that I don't like answering is when a person asks me who's the greatest and who's what. Man, we know who's the greatest of all of us here. We know. And we're talking about statistics. I'm not gonna come to you and say you are great because you have 20 cars. I don't care about your 20 cars, man. Like, I wanna know what is your net worth. Remember, cars, man, to your net worth, they are nothing. So don't come here and tell me about you have 20 cars. And I want to know your net worth. I want to know how many businesses you run, how much money you make every year. Understand? You can survive, I swear. Man, I can come out alive, man. I can one by one. That trading, more I can survive, man. Imagine if we were to trade CPI yesterday in one room and we don't show each other analysis. I was gonna win. So one thing I will tell you about CPI, man, and NFP, it's a secret in which you need to learn. When CPI is sitting on a resistance or support, it will break resistance and support, as support and resistance are mostly manipulated. But if the market is sitting on a supply or demand, they won't break it. Go check where CPI was sitting yesterday to give a buy, and then fix your mistake and go learn about supply and demand. You're gonna kill the market every day. So when they say SMC traders gave a buy, one thing I know, the most coordinating in SMC, it's supply and demand. I wanna ask them, didn't they see supply there? There was a beautiful supply, man, like a beautiful. You don't have to mind about what the market is doing. The market can be buying. Leave the market alone. Go with your analysis. I don't know how many times when I was studying the market, I were to lose fundamental because fundamental is buying. I will just give you one advice. Always oppose it. If it's buying, oppose that fucking thing. It's not buying. They want you to buy, and you're gonna get one of the perfect entries. You know, there was a day where I traded with my homies, right? 10 minutes before my homies entered, they were running a profit of like 50k when it left with like a minute. But with my understanding, I realized that, bro, if they are running 50k and they're exiting, man, before fundamental, it was like there's other CPI, man, around September, and I was like, if they are exiting, I have to enter, sell, jump in the sell, saw 50k same time, because I know very well that when it's buying, shout out Taylor, what's good, my G, and that's it. You know very well that when it's buying at that certain position, when it reverse, you're gonna make a lot of cash. That's why I always follow your trading setup. It was accurate for all my trading setups on CPI. Exactly the point, man. Like, this thing, it's easy. You know, this thing, it's easy. Like, in a way that stop following direction, man. Like, you need to know where you at. You know, there was a clear break block. Man, like, I'm not an SMC trader, but I once told you that SMC people, they don't have the full knowledge about what they're talking about. They're still learning, and you know, because when I sit down and learn it, I realize that a lot of things are the same, you know, but different meaning and different definitions. You understand? At the end of the day, I tend to see direction which they don't see. When SMC was trending in SA, I went inside and ask myself, what is it that they say pure price action, it's a retail traders, blah blah blah. It's like, can I learn this thing? Guys, I don't wanna lie, I did learn. I gave it my time, be like, teach me this thing. And then when I realized that, nah man, they only benefiting from supply and demand, I went and learned supply and demand alone and put it in my pure price action. I knew very well that it's not impossible for it to get in pure price action, man. Supply and demand, it's pure price action. They took it to pure price action. It's working. Understand? But when it comes to them, because remember, they don't respect trend lines, they don't get structures according to trend lines and all of things. We get direction ka trend line. Understand? Like, I mean, like we get an entry point with the trend line, and which is where they get it wrong. The trend line, I feel like if you want to learn the basic, you can go to Manando, and then learn how to build up those trend lines, learn how to build up those trend lines, and then after come to me, and then that's why I will put everything in those trend lines, supply and demand, support and resistance, how to understand them, you know, because what I realized about Manando, he only uses trend lines, and it's perfect, man. That's Falcon. It's perfect, beautiful. And then when you come to me, I'll just add up supply and demands and lots and which is gonna be a beautiful chart. A beautiful chart. Now I just put everything inside. If it's working, get in. Because I know very well I'll be holding a trade, man, hoping for it to hit the top side trend line. There's a supply there. It's fundamental. And then you do what? You lose because of not listening, you know. So when a person analyzes a chart and start from M15, especially SMC traders, and start from M15, I always ask myself that what is daily doing? Yeah, Tumelo is great, man. Tumelo is great. You need to understand, when I'm talking about SMC, I'm not talking about the side of Tumelo. The side of Tumelo is great because have you ever attended his class, man? You'll understand everything that you never understand. I'm talking about your other mentors. Your other mentors. For me to get the sell, man, I use the golden zone, Tumza. The golden zone at Tumelo. You see, what I like about Tumelo, adjust. Understand? Doesn't sit down and learn. You know, he learns, but in the game, he will adjust than everyone. I'm told. Today, if you check, I entered that trade yesterday with the golden zone. If I ask how many mentors have it, in SMC. Nobody has it, but he has it. He's the creator. What did they create? Nothing. Bro, golden zone is fire. You see. So one thing about a person, man, has his own flavors. And if I say straight to what you on, man, I just know, man, I know very well what is it. Understand? So sometimes you guys need to know who has the right knowledge. Until if you want SMC, go to Tumza. Man, at least when you are in the class, you can adjust, man. You can talk about certain things which you thought you will never know. Golden zone for Banachi. Bro, like, that one, it's a different for Banachi. It's not the one you know. It's a different flavor. That one, it's a different flavor. Someone said CPI will buy on Sunday. Imagine, like, some mentors. Tumelo has created the golden zone. The creator. What do you think about? I don't know him. Like, nah, guys, I don't know them. It's a secret, so buy that type, so cause you will see. Margin call is a ghost, to be honest. So you use Fibonacci too. Now, guys, we know about the market more than you think we know, bro. Like, we use a lot of things. I mean, we make sure we get an entry. Which brokers allow withdrawals in a day? The problem is available. A broker, when it comes and say withdrawal in a day, like for fair, like both. Ask yourself which brokers will benefit you from trading. Forget about the withdrawal; it will enter. Whether it's today, tomorrow, next week. I started trading with FX Pro. It was giving me no problem, but better withdrawals. Understand? What is the difference between your mentorship and your YouTube channel? The difference about my YouTube and my course is that on YouTube I give you the whole basic, right? I don't start from scratch and teach you one by one what is this, what is that. So if you can manage to get the market from YouTube, you don't need to pay my course. If you manage, I'm telling you today, if you manage, it's like I give you piece by piece certain information, but if you manage to get it, you don't have any right or anything to pay my cost. But if you're Palla, then you need to pay the cost, because I'm talking about in a place whereby you can see profit 20k, and then the next thing you're no longer seeing that 20k. There's something that made you to go wrong. Come, let me teach you how to do it very well. Understand? Because I know very well if you're not disciplined with what I teach you, you're not gonna make a lot of cash. Until so my YouTube channel gives you the right information and full information. Like, you can just learn by one video and become the greatest. Remember I told you guys I learned pure price action in 2018. When I was supposed to read my metric books, I was reading candlesticks of whatever, trend line, that PDF of trend line. I was learning about those certain things. And then, only to find out, right, Chief, Yagela, go to indicators. And then sooner or later, I got this video on YouTube. I'll mention their name. It was FX Gold's video. I was like, man, this is what I was doing wrong. Let me go back to pure price action. So the whole 3 months I've been watching their videos on YouTube. I was like, okay, I'm getting there. So I started bringing the idea that I had before into the same concept. Then I killed it. Easy. I realized that if I create a YouTube channel can create a lot of mentors, and which the mentors, even if you don't praise me, once you draw that trend line, you draw it like me, I know it's me there. Understand? I guess when they check my chart, they can see, man, that's me there. You understand? They can see, this one, no problem on top. But because I didn't have any funds to pay for any course, I had to go for YouTube. If you don't have funds, go for YouTube. If people deserve their flowers, give them. YouTube is for advanced traders, not beginners. Yeah. I feel like beginners, they'll get confused. Imagine me saying a zone.